Auraiya district is one of the districts of Uttar Pradesh state of India, and Auraiya town is the district headquarters. It lies on the southwestern portion of Uttar Pradesh and also forms a part of the Kanpur Division. History. On the 17th of September 1997, two tehsils named Auraiya and Bihuna were separated from district Etawah to form the new district named as Auraiya. It is situated on National Highway 264 km in the east of district headquarters of Etawah and 105 km in west of Kanpur. Modern history. Under the Rauyas in 1760 AD, Ahmad Shah Durrani invaded India. He was opposed in 1761 by the Marathas on the field of Panipat and inflicted on them a signal defeat. Among other Maratha chieftains, Govind Rao Pandit lost his life in the action. Before his departure from India, the Durrani chief consigned large tracts of country to the Rauya chieftains, and while Dande Khan received Sheikhobad, Inayat Khan, son of Hafeez Ramat Khan, received the district of Etawah. This was then in the possession of the Marathas, and accordingly in 1762 a Rauya force was sent under Mullah Mohsen Khan to wrest the assigned property from the Marathas. This force was opposed near the town of Etawah by Kishan Rao and Bala Rao Pandits, who were defeated and compelled to seek safety in flight across the Yamuna. Siege was then laid to the fort of Etawah by Mohsen Khan, but the fort was soon surrendered by its commander, and the district fell into the hands of the Rauyas. The occupation, however, was merely nominal at first. The Zamindars refused to pay revenue to Inayat Khan and, secure in the mud fort, set his authority at defiance. Strong reinforcements were sent to the Rauyas, including some artillery under Sheikh Kuba and Mulabaz Khan, and many of the smaller forts were leveled to the grounds. But in the ravine fortresses, the Zamindars of Kamate in the Trans-Yamuna tract still resisted the authority of Inayat Khan. Hafeez Ramat and Inayat Khan then came in person to Etawah, and operations were vigorously pressed against the refractory Zamindars. Ultimately an annual tribute was agreed to by the latter. Hafeez Ramat then departed to Bareilly, and Rauya garrisons were established at convenient places in the district. Meanwhile, a new minister arose at Delhi called Najib Khan, better known as Najib-ud-Dawla Amir al-Umara. Shuja-ud-Dawla succeeded Safdar Jang as Nawab Wazir and occupied most of the Bangladesh possessions as far as Aligarh, with the exception of those granted by the Durrani to the Rauyas after the Battle of Pandit. But the Wazir's hostility to the Farrukhabad Afghans had not abated one jot, and in 1762 he persuaded Najib-ud-Dawla to join him in an attack on Farrukhabad. The attack was beaten off by the aid of Hafeez Ramat Khan, and matters once more settled down peacefully. In 1766 the Marathas under Mullah Rao, who had been awaiting their opportunity, once more crossed the Yamuna and attacked Fafind, where a Rauya force under Muhammad Hasan Khan, eldest son of Mohsen Khan, was posted. On receipt of this news, Hafeez Ramat advanced from Bareilly to oppose the Marathas. He was joined near Fafind by Sheikh Kuba, the Rauya governor of Etawah, and prepared to give battle, but Mullah Rao refused to risk an engagement and once more retired across the Yamuna. The ambitions Najib-ud-Dawla had been considerably irritated by the intervention of the Rauyas on behalf of Ahmad Khan Bangladesh in 1762, and, though he had been too busily engaged otherwise to pursue his plans of revenge before, he began in 1770 to plot the downfall of Hafeez Ramat Khan. Accordingly, a Maratha army was invited to Delhi for the purpose of first wresting Farrukhabad from Ahmad Khan and of afterwards invading Rohilkhand. The united forces of Najib-ud-Daulah and the Marathas advanced from Delhi, but at Koil Najib-ud-Daulah fell ill and retraced his steps, leaving his eldest son, Zabita Khan, to operate with the Marathas. Zabita Khan, however, was by no means disposed to fight against his brother Afghans. The Marathas, knowing this, kept him practically a prisoner in the camp, and he requested Hafeez Ramat Khan to obtain his release. Hafeez Ramat Khan accordingly opened negotiations with the Marathas for the release of Zabita Khan, but the Maratha leaders demanded as the price the surrender of the Jagirs of Etawah and Sheikhobad. Hafeez Ramat Khan was not disposed to agree to those terms, and while negotiations were proceeding for buying off the Marathas, Zabita Khan escaped. Several desultory engagements now took place between the Marathas and the Afghan forces. Anand Khan was summoned by his father to Farrukhabad in order that he might be consulted regarding the surrendering of his Jagirs. But although Dande Khan agreed to give up Sheikhobad, Anand Khan refused to surrender Etawah. Ultimately, disgusted with his father's arrangements, he returned to Bareilly, and his father, on his own responsibility, sent orders to Sheikh Quba, the Rohilkhand governor of Etawah, to surrender the fort to the Marathas. The Marathas now marched to Etawah, but as the orders had not yet reached him, Sheikh Quba gave them battle. Several desperate assaults were made on the fort of Etawah, which were all beaten off, but finally it was handed over to the Marathas in accordance with Hafeez Ramat Khan's orders, and the Rohillas quit the district, leaving it once more in the hands of the Marathas. Later in the same year, 1771 AD, the Marathas advanced to Delhi and reinstated the Emperor Shah Alam, who had cast in his lot with them, on the throne. They were now masters of the empire, and Zabita Khan determined to oppose them. Assembling his forces, he attacked the Marathas near Delhi but was signally defeated, and in 1772 the Marathas overran a large portion of Rohilkhand and captured Najafgarh, where Zabita Khan's family resided and his treasure lay. Under the government of Oudh, Zabita Khan then solicited the aid of Shuja-ud-Daulah, Nawab Wazir of Oudh, but the Nawab declined to interfere unless Hafeez Ramat Khan applied on his behalf. Negotiations were commenced with Shah Alam and the Marathas for the restoration of Zabita Khan's family and the evacuation of Rohilkhand. The Marathas agreed to accept 40 lakhs of rupees, provided that Shuja-ud-Daulah made himself responsible for the payment, but Shuja-ud-Daulah now declined to enter into any such engagement unless Hafeez Ramat Khan gave him a bond for the money. To this Hafeez Ramat Khan consented. The bond was signed and the Marathas retired from Rohilkhand. In 1773 AD, the Marathas proposed to attack Shuja-ud-Daulah and attempted to gain the help of Hafeez Ramat Khan. The latter refused to him them. Instead, he sent information to Shuja-ud-Daulah concerning what he had done, and on the strength of this requested restoration of his bond. Shuja-ud-Daulah expressed his approval of Hafeez Ramat Khan's conduct and promised the restitution of the bond when the Marathas had been defeated. The Marathas were defeated soon after at Asadpur by the combined forces of Shuja-ud-Daulah and Hafeez Ramat Khan, with the result that they quit not only Rohilkhand but Delhi also. Shuja-ud-Daulah then returned to Oudh, but denied ever having promised to restore the bond. He next seduced many of the Afghan Rohillas from their allegiance to Hafeez Ramat Khan, and then proceeded to eject the Maratha garrisons from Etawah and Sheikhobad in spite of Ramat Khan's remonstrance. He ever went further and called on Hafeez Ramat Ramat Khan to discharge the balance of 35 lakhs due on the bond. This was only a pretext for provoking hostilities, for which purpose the Nawab had already begun to assemble an army, and Hafeez Ramat Khan having failed to pay up, the Nawab advanced to the Ganges. The last scene in the tangled history of the period closed with the defeat of Hafeez Ramat Khan by Shujaa-ud-Daulah, who was aided by a British force, at the Battle of Miranpur Katra in the Shahjahanpur district on April 23, 1774 AD. Etawah under the Oudh government. From 1774 to 1801 the district of Etawah remained under the government of Oudh. Little occurred to disturb it during this period, and little is known regarding its history. For many years the administration of the district was in the hands of Mian al-Masali Khan. Ales were stationed, we know, at Etawah, Kudakit and Fafind. One of those who held office at the last-named place was Raja Bagmal Baramal. The latter was by caste a Jat and was sister's son to al-Masali Khan, who was by birth a Hindu but was subsequently made a eunuch and converted to Islam. Raja Bagmal built the fort at Fafind and the old mosque, which still bears an inscription recording the name of Dona. Al-Masali Khan was, according to Colony Sleeman, the greatest and best man Oudh ever produced. He amassed great wealth, but having no descendant, he spent his money for the benefit of the people committed to his charge. He held court occasionally at Kudakit, where he built a fort, of which the massive ruins still remain. At Etawah the Amals are said to have resided in the fort, but the building was destroyed by Shujaa-ud-Daulah in consequence of the representations of the Etawah townspeople that, so long as the Amals occupied such an impregnable residence, they would never do anything but oppress the people. Geography. The district of Auraiya lies in the southwestern portion of Uttar Pradesh, 26.4667 degrees north, 79.5167 degrees east, and also forms a part of the Kanpur Division. It borders the districts of Kalayu on the north, Etawah on the west, Ramat district on the east, and Jalan to the south. It has an average elevation of 133 meters. The Auraiya district covers an area of 2,054 square kilometers, of which more than one-third is designated rural. The main rivers which flows through the district are Yamuna and Sangha. The total length of the Yamuna in the district is about 112 kilometers. Auraiya lies entirely in the Indo-Gangetic plain, but its physical features vary considerably and are determined by the rivers which cross it. Climate. The district features an atypical version of the humid subtropical climate. Summers are long and the weather is extremely hot from early April to mid-October, with the monsoon season in between. The average annual rainfall in the district is 792 mm. About 85% of the annual normal rainfall in the district is received during the southwest monsoon months from June to September, August being the rainiest month. The brief, mild winter starts in late November, peaks in January, and heavy fog often occurs. Temperatures in the district range from 3 to 46 degrees Celsius, with May being the hottest and January being the coolest month. During the rainy season, the relative humidity is generally high, being over 70%. Thereafter the humidity decreases, and by summer, which is the driest part of the year, the relative humidity in the afternoons become less than 30%. Cultivable land. The area of cultivable land in the district in 1990-91 was 141,624 hectares. According to the 1990-91 agricultural survey, the total number of active cultivable lands remained to be 151,838. Most of the cultivables are small. The count of cultivables less than 0.5 hectares remain to be 47.65%, and between 0.5 and 1.0 hectares the cultivables remain to be 23.76%, and 1.0 to 2.0 it were 17.33%, and 2.0 to 4.0 hectare cultivable lands percentage was 8.54%, and more than 4.0 it were 2.72%. Civic Administration. As of 2012, Auraiya district comprises 2 tehsils, 2 census towns, 7 statutory towns and 841 villages. It also has its own Nagarpalika Parishad. In 2014 a new tehsil Jethmal comes in existence. Malasri Vastava IS is the current district magistrate. She joined District Auraiya in June 2014. Politics. Auraiya district comes partly under Etawah Lok Sabha constituency and partly under Kannauj. Ashok Kumar Dohri is the current Member of Parliament from the Etawah, while Dimple Yadav is current Member of Parliament from Kannauj constituency. Ashok Kumar Dohri is a member of the 16th Lok Sabha of India. He represented the Etawah constituency of Uttar Pradesh and is a member of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Etawah constituency was reserved seat for scheduled caste category. In Uttar Pradesh Legislative Assembly election 2012, Samajwadi Party's candidates won all 3 assembly seats of the district. Auraiya Madan Singh Gautam, Bidhuna Pramod Kumar Gupta, Dibrayupur Pradeep Kumar Yadav. Economy. Auraiya district is one of the backward districts in industrial sector declared by the government of Uttar Pradesh state. Only the 2 town areas, Dibrayupur and Auraiya, are equipped with main industries. Small-scale industries. The rice mills and dal mills are working well there in Dibrayupur and Auraiya. Other than these mills, some steel, furniture and cement products. Small-scale industries are there in Auraiya district located at different places. The raw material for these small-scale industries is imported from Agra and Kanpur. Mainly, the rice pulses and desi ghee is transported at large scale to the other districts and states. In the Auraiya city itself, the wooden furniture work is on large scale, and due to its cost and quality factor, the furniture has made a good place in the market of nearby districts. Dibrayupur is notable industrial town of this district, which has installations of India's leading public sector enterprises viz. 663 megawatts combined cycle power plant of NTPC, petrochemical plant and gas compressor station of GAIL. The Uttar Pradesh Petrochemical Complex of Gas Authority of India Limited is located at Pata, Dist. Auraiya, UP. It was set up in accordance with GAIL's mission to maximize the value addition from each fraction of natural gas. Transport. Rail district has 8 railway station halt, among them 3 main railway stations are Akholda, Fafand and Kanchausi. Length of railway line in the district is 33 kilometers, and it comes under North Central Railway Zone. Main trains: Jammu Tawi Muri Rourkela Express, Kalkamail Mahananda Express, Tufan Express, Gomti Express, Lalquila Express, Unchahar Express. Road towns and AMP villages are well equipped with web of roads, as it's being the major way of transportation in the region. National Highway 2 pass from the southern part of the district. District's headquarters Auraiya is at 64 kilometers distance from Etawah and 105 kilometers from Kanpur. Auraiya bus station is situated on National Highway 2. Uttar Pradesh State Road Transport Corporation operates buses to all cities in Uttar Pradesh. Regular buses ply from Auraiya to Kanpur, Agra, Allahabad and Faizhader. Demographics. According to the 2011 census, Auraiya district has a population of 1,372,287, roughly equal to the nation of Swaziland of the U.S. state of Hawaii. This gives it a ranking of 357th in India. The district has a population density of 681 inhabitants per square kilometer. Its population growth rate over the decade 2001 to 2011 was 16.3%. Auraiya has a sex ratio of 864 females for every 1,000 males and a literacy rate of 80.25%. Auraiya Tilak Degree College Ajithmal is the famous town of the district in field of education. Janta Mahavidyalaya, Janta Inter-College, Jawahar Navodaya School, MR Educational Institute, BTC Training Center, Diet and Bal Vikas Sansthan of the Excellent Institutes of Ajithmal. Religion. In 1991, Hindus' percentage was 92.79% against the state average of 83.76% and 6.63% of Muslims as compared to the state average of 15.48%. The remaining 0.58% of the district population was Sikhs, Christians, Jains and Buddhists. Culture. Dance and amp music. Popular varieties of folk music prevalent throughout western U.P.E.G. the Alaha, Fag, Kahari and Rasayas, etc. are popular in this district as well, and are sung at different times of the year. Folk songs known as Dola, Unchari and Langadir are also very common in the villages. Bhajans, Kirtan in a chorus to the accomplishment of musical instruments is very much liked by the inhabitants of the district. A number of open-air performances, combining the rural style of folk music and dancing with a central theme, are a regular feature of rural life in the district. The dance named Banjasha is one of the most popular folk dances of villages of the district. Nautankas and dramas based on mythology are often staged and attract large gatherings, particularly in the villages. Festivals and fairs. Diwali and Ramanavami are popular festivals in the district. Other festivals are Vijayadashami, Makar Sankranti, Vasant Panchami, Ayudha Puja, Ganga Mahotsava, Janmashtami, Mahashivaratri, Hanuman Jayanti and Eid. Cuisine. A typical day-to-day traditional vegetarian meal of the district, like any other North Indian thali, consists of roti, chawal, dal, sabji, raita and papad. Many people still drink the traditional drink chak with meals. On festive occasions, usually tava is considered inauspicious, and instead fried foods are consumed. A typical festive thali consists of puri, kakari, sabji, pulav, papad, raita, salad and desserts. Wheat constitutes the staple food of the people. Other materials commonly consumed here as food being maize, barley, gram and jowar. Chapatis prepared from kneaded wheat or corn flour are generally eaten with dalaga and milk. The pulses consumed here are urd, ahar, mung, chana, masa etc. Sweets occupy an important place in the diet and are eaten at social ceremonies. People make distinctive sweetmeats from milk products, including kirchan, peda, gulab jamun, pedat jalebi, makan malai, and cham cham. The samosa, golgappa, chaat and pan is consumed across the whole district for its flavor and ingredients. Dress. The people of Auraiya have colorful and different attires. The sari is the most favorite dress of ladies of all denominations, though women in shalwar kameez combinations are usually met with. The men in village used to wear the traditional attires like kurtas, lunges, dhotis and pajama. The collarless khadi jackets known as Nehru jackets are also popular. The Muslim women wear the traditional all-enveloping burqa and the men used to wear a round cap on the head. Media. A number of newspapers and periodicals are published in Hindi, English, and Urdu. Amar Ujala, Dainik Bhaskar, and Dainik Jagran have a wide circulation, with local editions published from several important cities. Major English-language newspapers which are published and sold are the Times of India, Hindustan Times and AMP. The Hindu. Multi-system operators provide a mix of Hindi, English, Bengali, Nepali and international channels via cable. Cell phone providers include Vodafone, Airtel, BSNL, Reliance Communications, Unana, Aircel, Tata Indicom, Idea Cellular, and Tata Docomo. Sports. Cricket and football are the most popular sports in the district. There are several cricket grounds, or maidans, located across the region.